back to the Smart Woman Show. This is a really exciting day because there's been a lot of big names on the show. And I am introducing you today to Shauna Allan, who is an up-and-coming name. You will see her everywhere. She is the CEO, boss babe, founder of Modern Match Lingerie. And so, Shauna, tell us why lingerie?
I get that question a lot, actually. Why lingerie? But a lot of people don't realize the impact lingerie has on a woman. To some, the lingerie industry is intimidating. We've had this image that we buy lingerie out of necessity, whether it's because we just need to or because we're buying it for a special occasion. And I think women haven't really honed into what happens when you buy lingerie just for you. Doesn't have to be like thousands of dollars. We're talking about just go out, buy yourself a piece of lingerie and see what happens. Like, it's awakening. It's amazing. And I really think this message needs to be spread.
So tell us about a time, and I'm going to be like full disclosure. I already know this story, but I think it's a really funny story. Tell us how you felt the first time a guy bought you lingerie. It was Bruce, right? I think it was Bruce, the little pink bag, right? He brought it home for you. And what was your immediate reaction? Like, you were triggered, right?
I totally was triggered. So yeah, Bruce had just come home from a trip. I was so excited to see him. We were just in the beginning stages of our relationship. And he walks in with flowers in one hand and the bright pink bag in the other hand. And I was like, oh my God. And then I see that it's lingerie and I'm like, oh, right? Like, it's that moment of
awkward.
Was this for me or you?
Oh, interesting. Is this for me or is this for you? So it's like that control thing.
Totally. So, it was an awakening. I was excited to receive it. We had a wonderful night together, but I wasn't comfortable. Like, I honestly wasn't comfortable in my own skin because it wasn't my decision to put it on. It was, it was more an obligation at that point. But it wasn't until the morning when I woke up and I was all by myself. Bruce is out and I get to put that lingerie back on. And now I really get to self-assess like what's happening here. And frick, of course it looked good. It made me feel good. But now I got to decide that, like, yes, it is.
Yeah, yes, it is. This is my body. So one thing that I just love that you said is that I was really uncomfortable. And a lot of the women who are watching this series, they're smart women. It's the Smart Women Show. They constantly feel this uncomfortableness. And not just necessarily in their lingerie, but in their business. And you took just a concept of empowering women through what they decide they get to wear underneath, and that it really speaks to them and their vision for themselves. But, you've taken it one step further. You got super uncomfortable and you started your business. So how did you step into that?
So the itch, are we talking about the itch here?
Yes, the itch. That's a great way to explain it. That's exactly how I would explain it. The itch, it's like where you're crawling from the inside out.
Yeah, I think it happens in different levels for other people, but I think the itch is the same for everybody. I'm working in a job. I worked just shy of 10 years in commission sales. I never felt fulfilled. On the outside looking in, everybody looked at me like, oh, you have a beautiful car and you're traveling the world and you're doing so great for yourself. But internally, like, I was honestly benefiting off other people all the time and it wasn't fulfilling for me. So, I dabble in philanthropy to try and get that fulfillment out. And it's just, my big wheel of commission sales is happening over here. My little wheel of philanthropy is happening here. It's not enough. I decided to make a big career change in my life at that time. And I think moving to a full-time position and not-for-profit was the answer to kind of fulfill me. And it wasn't
a constant outpour of service.
Totally. We're not just beings on the earth just to be. We're here for a purpose. We're here to give and make an impact on people's lives.
Yeah.
And so working in not-for-profit, I thought I was really going to impact a lot of lives. And although the organization does, I was just such a small piece of that organization, and the opportunity to really stretch wasn't there. So my husband always said, like, how about you open your own business? And I couldn't connect the dots. I thought, what could I possibly open that someone else already hasn't opened? Why would I be unique?
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting dressed in the morning one day, and as always, I put a really nice set on, and it's matching, and then I get dressed and put my clothes on. And the same feeling happens for me every time I do it. Like I own my day. It sets the mood. And whether I'm going to a business meeting, whether I'm going to meet some girlfriends, whether I got stuff around the house I got to do, like it sets the tone for how I have set the bar for myself.
Yeah.
And where it's really solidified is when I get lazy and I don't do it, right? Like I just kind of, oh, whatever, I'll just put whatever on. I don't feel as good about myself in control. So that moment, I was getting dressed in the morning and I thought, there is more women who are powerhouses and don't even know it that need to know this feeling. It is our Under Armour. Like it's that piece underneath our clothing that nobody else gets to know about, and it creates a superpower for us. Like, you know,
Creates a superpower for us. I love that.
it is. It's not for anybody else but us.
I absolutely love that. So, okay, so you decided on, lingerie, right? But then there's the whole worthiness conversation that I hear that you were having. You're like, oh my goodness, who am I? Who am I to start a lingerie company? Who am I to think that I can empower women? Who am I to even know what the heck to do, right?
Yeah.
So bring us through a process, because and the reason why I am so excited to have you on the show, because you've quantum leaped. I mean, you started this in December and you already have a product line. This is just like, and it's the power of your superpower coming alive and taking action. And that's what you did. So take us through, so you've recognized, and now it's like, okay, I got to take action. So you quit your job just like that. You're like, done. Bye-bye nonprofit. Nice to be here, but see you later. And then you move forward into what? Like, how does this unfold into now you having a product line? Walk us through the chain of events the last 3.5 months.
So I am a strong believer on whatever you're doing in life, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. Whether you're wanting to get fit, you seek out a fit person for advice. Whether you want to get healthy, you seek out a nutritionist. Like whatever it needs to be, you surround yourself with those individuals. And a part of that is surrounding myself with like-minded individuals in business.
Yeah.
And I mean, Tara, we reconnected on Facebook, and there I am scrolling through my Facebook, and you're talking about marketing gurus and business gurus and Fortune 500. And I thought, I have to get on that round table. I have to somehow be inspired and know that you and Phil and everybody else in this world are just like me. Like you didn't start from the riches in the bank. You didn't have millions of dollars to do a startup, nor did I. And you learn that about all these top level people, the people leveling up in your life. It's really comfortable to sit at that same table. And that's what I had to do. I had to surround myself with the experienced people. And that's how, you start to learn, you start to grow, and you know it's possible.
Yeah. So, okay. So you hired a coach and then you started to reach, right? So you started to okay. And another thing I want to know when I was hearing you talk, it's like, I know this, you start sitting at another table, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a shift in itself. And so I'm curious to you, because we can't sit at two tables. Like we can't be sitting, like I think you said the other day, I saw on your Instagram or something, if you want to soar with the eagles, you can't hang out with the turkeys, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing like within your tribe. You can't sit at two dinner tables at once. So if you've shifted to this table, how is your tribe feeling over here?
Yeah, you're certainly, there is room in your life for more people, but when we go to work, we're at work. And that's what this is for me. When I'm going to work, I'm working. And, this is my future, my livelihood, and the people that I'm going to impact along the way is my encouragement. So,
okay. But what about the people that you start telling about your new business venture, this massive lingerie company, this massive, your vision is huge, Shauna. Okay. And it can't be sitting well with everyone, especially the people who are sitting over here going, hey, why is she sitting at that other table?
Right.
So how does this affect your personal relationships?
I think it's a question you have to ask yourself. If you're not standing with me, you're standing behind me. And those who want to stand with you and watch you succeed, they'll be with you every step of the way, and they'll be your cheerleaders, or they're going to help you or find avenues for you, because people naturally want to give. And those who don't and want to watch you fail, well, you're back there. Like, I don't got time for that.
Yeah. And you guys, I test, she's totally like that. Okay, so you hired your coach, you shifted dinner tables, like you're soaring, you don't care, like blinders are on, this is how I roll now. And so walk us through your first trip to Los Angeles to check out some merchandise and some fabrics.
I had this great opportunity with, again, I want to talk about people, like, and how giving people are, and welcoming and encouraging, and complete strangers. Like, it's so invaluable to me. And, you know, I reach out to this woman, and she owns a store, and she goes to LA all the time. And she's just like, yeah, come on, I'll totally host you in LA. And I'm like, gulp.
Gulp.
Yeah, totally. But you know what? I did it. I took the leap, and I thought, it's a gift. I have to receive this. And it was amazing. I mean, it exposed me to, like you said, fabrics and wholesalers, and a lot of avenues that I never even considered. You know, it wasn't a part of my vision, but it opened that horizon that, you know, okay, I've got lots of possibilities here and where I can take this.
And then what happened after that? And because what I love about your journey is so beautiful. You've been literally blind to this, even down to the point to, you know, the worthiness conversation. Like, am I even worth this? Mm-hmm. You've been blind. But here is what, and for the woman watching who is just like Shauna, you know, stepping into something that's uncomfortable, she has literally been blind. And now she's talking to designers in New York. Okay, let's just be clear, in 3.5 months. So this is very important to know that Shauna has been blind, and yet she has been stepping and stepping and stepping and stepping into areas of uncomfortableness where she has no idea the outcome, right?
Totally.
Like, but did you have any idea what you were going to get from your trip to LA?
No, I mean, who knew who this woman was, right?
She was a stranger to you.
I had no idea, but you know what? Determination. You have to feed it. You have to feed the hunger. You have to scratch the itch. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. And I'm going to stumble, and I'm going to meet some not so friendly people along the way. But the people that have opened my horizon, I mean, I'm so grateful. So grateful. Like, it's so impactful. And those are the moments in life that you just keep going. Don't stop now. Like, don't stop now. Just because one door closes doesn't mean others aren't going to open. Just keep going.
That's right. And I mean, one thing that's so important that I see for your company and for this empire that you're building, Shauna, is that your vision has always been very clear. Your vision has always been, I want to empower women through lingerie. I want to help them access their superpower, set their intention for their day, be all that they can be, rise to their highest versions of themselves through their commitment to feeling beautiful underneath their clothes. And that is, number one, it's a niche.
Yeah.
Number two, it's in support of, so it's an outpour. Your company isn't about creating bras and underwear so that people can buy them so that you can get really rich, which you will, but you know, that's not what your vision is. Your vision is surrounded by helping others be the best versions of themselves. So for the smart woman watching, if you're wondering what has brought Shauna to the place that it's at, is very much that her vision is in outpour, is in service of others first.
You have to live like that. I mean, to receive, you have to give. Mm-hmm. That's just how the world works. And it's fulfillment. We have a purpose to be here. You just have to find your purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you have to have the guts to follow it, to follow the action plan blind sometimes. Yep. You know, sometimes it's really clear. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I mean, there's been moments of clarity in your life too, right?
Yeah.
Or on this little tiny journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have been some of the clear moments where you've been like, oh, I get it. That's what I have to do. And then you charge forward.
Well, I think the clearer moments for me is the impact. I mean, that's what I know I need to do. that has just been clear. I mean,
She's
my
like,
vision.
I'm blind. I'm just blind all the time and I don't care as long as I'm impacting. I love it. But that's essentially who you have to be. There's a seasons in our lives where it's like, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing. And that's kind of amazing because guess what? I get to make mistakes and I get to forgive myself from that and I get to learn from that.
Yes.
I love it. So please tell me that you have compiled something for our viewers that they can take away from this and they can download or they can get from you, or what do you have for the viewers?
Yes, so I actually just wrote my first ebook that I'm so excited to share with everybody.
Amazing.
This book is strictly about giving people the confidence and empowering them to reach beyond what they already know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're comfortable at that same old lingerie store that you've been shopping to, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with loyalty, but there is a world out there full of laces and mesh and whatever you can imagine to suit whoever you are. And this book was all about empowering you to just reach a little bit farther in your life to find that self-love. You know, really buy lingerie for yourself. So it's a little educational. It's going to give you some confidence. So, you know, whether you're shopping in a store or shopping online, you can feel a little bit more confident that you know what you're buying. And it's a little piece of my heart because I get to share some quirkiness about me.
Can I be really honest with you about my undergarments? I feel like 99% of the people watching this, other than my dad, I'm sure my dad's watching this. My dad watches everything I do. So hi, Dad. But here's the thing. Like, I hate my undergarments. Like, I have 3 bras, 2 of which I wear. They look exactly the same. They're kind of like, and I need to jump on this bandwagon.
You do. You do. I mean, the lingerie industry there's such a lack of standardization. I mean, for example, if I go to Victoria's Secret, I'm 2 sizes larger at Victoria's Secret than I am at Calvin Klein. Like, how frustrating is that?
That's frustrating. See, I don't even know that. That's how I just go into Victoria's Secret, grab a couple bras and walk out. And they never fit me. Like right now, I'm even like,
Totally. It's all based on approximate sizes. It's your best guess. And you're right. Too many of us have a drawer full of bras that we don't even wear because, well, that's itchy, that's scratchy, that's digs into me or whatever.
So what's going to be the difference with Modern Match?
The Modern Match, you know, it's women designing lingerie. And I know there's a lot of lingerie stores that women are involved in this process. But, you know, I think that pendulum has swung too far one way or the other. One way we have way too sexy. It's for that special evening with your spouse. Or we've gone the other way and it's ultra comfy. You don't want to get undressed in front of your spouse now, right? Like, I think there's a happy medium to find that comfort. So we want to wear it in the day, whether we're grocery shopping or going to a business meeting. That comfort we want to see, but we also feel proud that we're wearing it and we have that sexiness underneath us that empower us to make decisions.
So Shauna, I am so lucky because I get to be part of your sisterhood, the sisterhood.com. And what is so cool is that when you become a part of the sisterhood, Shauna has a really special gift for you. Do you want to share with them what the gift is?
Yes. So my free gift for all the people that join the sisterhood is free panties.
Yay! I can't wait for mine. Go to the link down here, join the sisterhood. It's all about empowerment, all about loving yourself and investing in yourself and stepping out of your comfort zone and empowering yourself and being confident. And you get a free pair of panties and a beautiful community of women. So Shauna, I really just wanted to thank you. Keep slaying. You are an inspiration to all of the women out there who want to start something new or who have just started something new, you know, and they just needed that push to keep going.
Definitely.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Have an awesome day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.